Yum, 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 yum. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah. Okay, I'm here. Perhatian, sang putri merak yang tertiup angin. Pavolia Reine dari holoID ID. Attention, please. I'm Reine from holoID ID Generation 2. 皆様ごきげんよう。私、hololiveインドネシア2期生、Pavolia Reine と申しますの。以後お見知りおきを。Hi. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations 2. I'm eating a frozen yogurt, and I'm having a lot of difficulty because the spoon is shaped so weird. Why do these spoons look like one of those like things that help you get inside your shoe? That is crazy. Okay. We are so ready to continue. Last time we were still investigating who murdered our victim. No, not our victim, my bad. The victim. Rook, was it? Was it Rook? Knight? Was it Knight or Rook? Damn, I don't know, actually, I forgot. Those spoons are so... You know what I'm talking about? The spoon that's shaped like that thing that helps you put your shoe in. Bronco Knight. Yeah, Rook was the dead guy in the first case, yeah. Yes, the victim was in fact murdered. Shoehorn, that's what it's called. Why does the spoon look like a shoehorn? How am I gonna put this into my mouth? And then we met some recurring characters, namely Frank Sawit. And we kind of established that a dog was used to murder the guy. There was also shenanigans with YESSSS winner as well as the hot judge. Damn, what's her name? It was also revealed that Knight was playing chess with the inmate that owned the dog. Gavel, of course, yes. Yeah, the bald prisoner's dog, yep. Verity Gavel. Ha, thank you. The Judge Queen. Oh, only Gavel can judge me. And also, what was that? What else? What else do we have? Apparently, big, I don't know. Was it Big Top Circus? It was Big Top Circus that was playing in the morning. Oh, Very Big Circus. See, like, I kind of remembered that it gets abbreviated to BBC, but like I can't remember what it's for. Why do you call it Big Top? Because it's called Turnabout Big Top, the case. Like, I know it's BBC, but like what is BBC? What does BBC stand for? So I was like, maybe I'm hallucinating, maybe it's not BBC after all. Anyways, let's continue. The more we play, the more we will remember. The Very Big Circus. Oh yeah, the answer is here. Oh. And then we figure out that I think, you know, because our defendant, no, we're not a lawyer. Our guy basically, we didn't know if he had anything to do with the jail, but it turns out we're gonna find out something serious. Ini cara ngatasin orang FOMO gimana? Yang FOMO kamu apa orang lain? Janganlah engkau FOMO ya guys. Yeah, apparently there's a reason why he's suspicious and we're about to find out why. You withheld information from me. Why? I didn't withhold anything. Or at least I didn't mean to. Okay, so you are a member of the very big circus, right? You are a member of the BBC. No, I mean yes, but no. What? Like, are you like a ghost member? I'm not really a member. I'm still new. Like, talent on probation. That's irrelevant. You're still a member. Oh. Fainted. Let's try this again. Why didn't you tell us? Because it would have looked so suspicious, me being a performer in the circus show. Well, we're gonna find out either way. Okay. And me being friends with Bronco. I thought that if anyone found out, nobody would believe I was innocent. Not even you, Kay. I thought I made it clear that I believed in you. But when you stare at me like that, I get so terrified. You're a real smooth operator, aren't you, Miles? Any other client scaring tips you want to share? You're really not helping, Fender. Eddie Fender, our goat. And at this rate, it sounds like we really will need to question him about everything all over again. So what do you do at the circus, Simeona? I'm gonna turn off my AC actually because it's cold. I'm eating frozen yogurt and it's really cold as hell. Damn. I'm an animal tamer. Kind of. Ow, 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 ow! I'm still learning the ropes. That is so cool. Do you get to train lions and tigers and bears and stuff? It's probably a monkey trainer. Lions, tigers, bears? Oh my! No, 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 no. I work with this little guy. Looks pretty tame already to me. So you're not exactly a tamer. More like one of those old-timey organ grinders? Oh my god! It's the little Remy to the chef in Ratatouille. Not now, money. I'm trying to. Oh, you little scamp. Chat DC. That's so funny. Yo, what the hell? It is Ratatouille. It's money from. Yeah, it's Acro's monkey. That's so cute. Something tells me it's the organ grinder who's being monkeyed around. The very big circus. This monkey is so cute. When we spoke to you before, you said you worked at a company. I was telling the truth. The circus really is a company. We all have titles and everything. Really. The ringmaster's the CEO, and I'm I guess you'd call me a gopher. A gopher? I even have a line manager. She's head of the animal taming department. It's part of the showbiz division. Oh my god, music. She's such an inspiration. There isn't a creature in the world she can convince to do her bidding. Ha, even Miles here. I like to see somebody whip him into shape. I'm not some kind of creature, Fender. So this line manager, was she working with you on the show? Yes, it was just us two. It wasn't all that big of a job compared to what we normally do. She's usually the one performing on stage. I just do all the monkey work. But I did have a bit part this time. So only 2 members of the circus are relevant to this case. Why the monkey sad? Look at it! Yo, don't be sad! Aww. Aww. Alright, talk me through your movements here at the facility. Sure, I came to see Bronco at around noon 2 days ago. And that was when you brought him to the chess set? And that same evening, I started work on setting up the stage in the yard. It was so hard, I had to haul everything in by myself over multiple times. They let us use one of the rooms in the prison for storage. Workshop A, I think. Workshop A, where Knight's body was found. Yes. Game ini tentang apa? Ini game hukum, game jaksa, game what's lawyer, pengacara, game orang yang dituduh pembunuhan padahal dia tidak membunuh. Jadi kita harus membela dia, guys, dan menemukan pelaku sebenarnya, guys. You mean your boss didn't help you? Oh no, I could never ask her to schlep all of that stuff around. Like I said, the monkey works my job. Once it was all set up, we did a run-through and it must have been, midnight by the time I left. The next morning, I was back and ready for the show, which started at 8 a.m. Then we performed till 10? So Mr. Singh was the only one of the pair to have entered the room where the body was found. The Knight's body was found immediately after the show had ended. Okay. Oh, look at the baby! Look at the monkey baby! Cute. Do you have any idea why you were arrested? And why so quickly? I've never seen a guy get booked so fast. Surely even Lil Winner wouldn't just pull somebody in on a hunch. Never underestimate the power of an underdeveloped intellect. I don't know why tantas love monkeys. Wait, what? Is that really a thing? I think I might know why. When I was moving all the stuff, I went to go see how he was doing. Bronco, I mean. You went to the holy cells on your own? Tell me you had permission. I wasn't big on Simeon's design at first. Who knew all you needed to do to fix it is add monkey? Literally, oh my god. The monkey really elevates the look. It completes the look. It's his other half, actually. He's incomplete without it. No, it wasn't a formal visit or anything, so I just sort of snuck over and hoped no one stopped. Oh, hell no, not this again. But you just seen him earlier that same day. Why take the risk? I don't know, he has attachment issues. God forbid a guy has one. I've known him since we were kids, and both of us were all alone. He doesn't have any family, you see, just like me. It is attachment issues. I knew he'd been feeling lonely, that he wants somebody to talk to, so I had to go see him. You don't have any family? For a while I had my dad, but he passed away when I was a little kid. Losing one's father as a child. I know that pain all too well. Okay. Damn, that's so sad though, because Edgeworth experienced the same thing. He's just like you and me, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay. There was nobody else nearby when you went to see him? No, the other holding cells were empty, and I didn't see any guards. Yeah, Simeon, adopted by monkeys, like Tarzan. Well, somebody must have seen you, or you wouldn't be in there. Oh no, no, I messed up so bad, didn't I? It's okay to be fatherless, guys. So the assumption is that something happened while the two were alone together. At least, I imagine that would be Winner and Judge Gavel's thinking. In that case, I think we'll need to speak to your boss next. Last I heard, she's supposed to be around today too. Somewhere in the yard. Tell her I'm sorry, won't you? I'm so sorry. I can't believe I let this happen. Sure thing, Simeon. Okay, I'm done. I'm finished. We're here for you. If there's anything else we can do, just say the word. We gotta say adult Regina? Yeah. I hope so. But I mean, there's nothing I can do for you in return. You don't have to worry about that. We're friends. We know what it's like to be in your shoes. We're all part of the same club, after all. What, fatherless club? Right, Mr. Edgeworth. Unfortunately so, I'm afraid. Thank you for sharing such personal details with us. By the sound of it, you had little reason to kill knights. If anything, you're the one most affected by his passing. It's okay to be fatherless. And what's more, I simply don't believe a person as gentle as you is capable of murder. Rest assured, we believe you, and we will get you out of here. Edgeworth is their new dad. Yes. Well, what do we have here? A gosh darn defense attorney, that's what? Bravo, big guy. I can't believe I'm saying it, but you even reminded me of your old man for a moment there. I did? From the Book of Gregory, an attorney is a friend to the friendless. Really? Is a father to the fatherless? Simeon me bucko, this guy will suffer any hardship for your friendship. Things are gonna be simply amazing. I didn't realize Tal Caparte had come early this year, Fender. But that's just the thing. You never know when a pirate will strike next. Anyway, kid, you want some candy? No, thanks. I don't like sweet stuff. Oh! Oh, huh. Bummer. Is that important? I wouldn't mind a nice ship myself. A great thief's galleon for the dread pirate K. Yahar, me hearties. We'll sail the 7 seas together and claim the greatest treasure of all, the truth. Silver me timbers, you two will be the death of me. Come on, let's set sail for the prison yard. Seisokuzenshi yosoro! But no sea shanties on the way, please. Look! The shutter's open. That's the way out to the yard, I believe. Let's take a look. Come on, what are you waiting for? Join the royalty only with 3 simple clicks. If we reach a lot of members, we can get new emotes. Don't you want more emotes? Everybody spam the emotes now. Your favorite emote. Someone's excited. Yay! It's circus time! Aha! Ha! 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 So this is the famous yard. The circus performance taking place here just before the body was discovered. Check it out! It's like the backdrop to some epic festival. Most of the prisoners were assembled here when the body was discovered, which means that anyone who saw the show has an alibi. Giving me the laughing track was a mistake. All right, let's take a look. Eek! And stop hitting me! Help, Mr. Edgeworth! Cease and desist, you beast! Ah! Sorry! Ow! Help! Ow! Me! Stay, Azia! Stay! Slay. Who's that? Oh! Oh! It's her! It's her! It's her! It's Regina! Oh, you found a new friend to play with! Good for you, girl! Play with? Your elephant nearly ate me! No way, she'd never do a thing like that. Azia doesn't even bite, at least not very often. So she does have a taste for human flesh? How did you like meeting a real live elephant up close? Aren't you glad you did? Yeah, glad I didn't die. But you did have fun, right? Right? There, sweetie, don't cry. She had a wonderful time, didn't you, Kay? Don't mislead the poor girl, Fender. She did? Oh, I'm so happy. Here, let me make it up to you. How about a hug? Ah! Ah! Keep your trunk to yourself. Aw, another new friend. Isn't this just the best day ever? I am Associate Defense Attorney Miles Edgeworth. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Regina. It's so nice to meet you. I'm Kay, Great Thief Extraordinaire and Mr. Associate Defense Attorney's Great Associate. The self-introduction brought to you by the word convoluted. And your elephant's newest friend is Mr. Fender, the defense attorney. Oh, she's not just any elephant. That's Azia, the Asian elephant. Azia stopped the second you told her to. You really have a way with animals, Regina. Well, I wouldn't be much of an animal tamer if I didn't. What? So you're Simeon's boss? That's right. Regina Berry, head of the Animal Taming Department, Showbiz Division, Very Big Circus. It's so lovely to meet all of you. The pleasure all's ours, mademoiselle. Name's Eddie Fender. I'm a bit of an ace attorney. So much for whipping me into shape. Yes, she's perfect. What are you muttering to yourself about, Kay? That positivity, that charisma, that energy. Regina, you'd make a perfect partner in crime for the Great Thief Yatagarasu. Oh my gosh, you're recruiting now? Great Thief? That sounds like fun. My animals and I have stolen the spotlight quite a bit in our time. That's the one thing we don't want to steal. Gotta keep it on the down low, all stealthy ninja-like. I really like this K face. Like, if she was like facing front, it would look so similar to like the Speed gif. But where's the fun without a show? The down low sounds like it might get me down. Bummer, I think we got a fundamental difference of opinion going on here. It would indeed appear that negotiations have broken down. Maybe next time, Kay. Oh, welcome. There's a newcomer here. Everybody say hi. Everybody do the tongue emote now. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, let's get cracking. Today I can't see much of what's beyond that metal fence, though. Indeed, and we're in sore need of information in addition to evidence. Therefore, we should make an effort to talk with any persons of interest as well. Ngapain guys? Okay. Okay, we talk. Ako mo kasi in the power room. This door appears to be locked. Want me to open it? Can't guarantee anything, but I'll certainly give it a try. No, if we deem it necessary, we will simply ask for the key. Sport! That could have been my chance to shine. You're free to shine somewhere else, but you're not making an audience. You won't make an audience out of me. Right, whatever. Let's talk to Regina Berry. If you're the head of the animal taming department, you must be Mr. Saint's boss. That's right, my dad founded the Very Big Circus, but he passed away. Oh, yeah, we remember that. I'm sorry to hear that. We have a new ringmaster now, and he's made the circus bigger and better than ever. Wait, who got killed? Who died in the previous case? I thought it was the dude that got by a lion. Another fatherless one. He's such a nice man, and he was a good friend of my dad's too. Oh, that's Regina's. Oh, that's Bat? He was still in a coma? The father, oh, so the father died. The father also died. A ringmaster was Regina. Oh, Regina's dad was like, yes. The one who died outside. That's great, lucky you. I know, right? It was his idea to set up departments like animal taming, magic, and ventriloquy. Only animal taming and ventriloquy have more than one person right now. Okay. But the Very Big Circus is getting bigger and better day by day. Sounds like you guys are really going places. They're getting on well. I'll leave them to it. Okay. Can you tell me about the show? Oh, it's a wonderful thing. It even has a story. I remember Reine used to be a ventriloquist too. with El Condor Reine. El Reine Pasa. And not just any story, it's a love story. Isn't that dreamy? I can still do it if you want me to. I think I can do it. I can do it if you want me to. Give me a second. I can do it. Din. Where's my baby? Oh, hello. Yay. Okay, so like, okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it like this. Okay. So, okay, move over here. Okay, baby. Yeah, we can do it like this. Let me guess, you? No, silly, that would be Azia. And she falls in love with none other than Regent the Tiger. It's a heart-rending saga of forbidden interspecies romance. What? Interspecies? Whoa, Nelly, I've heard of odd couples, but that takes the biscuit. And that's not all, there's a love triangle too. It's so romantic. That sounds pretty incredible, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? So the elephant is the heroine? I suppose there's a first time for everything. That's crazy. Who's the third wheel? Oh, that'd be the big old meanie who tries to tear our star-crossed lovers apart. Oh, what animal do you think it is, Mr. Edgeworth? Given that it's a circus, perhaps a lion? I think a raven would be cool, like the Yatagarasu. Nope, it's a sneaky monkey. Oh, monkey? That's certainly lowered the stakes. Oh, you mean money, right? Nope, again, the role of the monkey is played by Simeon. Not it. Money's far too small to play against Azia and Regent, silly. Anyway, the evil villain tries to tear Azia and Regent apart. What will become of the fate of twosome? It's so excited, isn't it? Wow, it sure is. Okay, I'm tired. I'm tired of doing this ventriloquist. Okay, let me see. Let me stop. Okay. I hope that was a little bit entertaining. Wow, it sure is. So Mr. Saint was more than just a little helper he claims to be. Poor Simeon. It would be terrible if he couldn't perform with us anymore. Can you tell me about how you set things up for the performance? Oh, that's not really my area. Simeon took care of all the lifting and carrying. He's such a sweetie. He offered to do everything by telling me to concentrate on the show. I did see him doing something near that well, though. Well. I recall seeing one behind the stage. I should examine it in more detail. You should have seen him moving those huge cages around all by himself. He's a total hero. Yeah, sounds like something he would do. Weeping all the while. He was going back and forth between the yard here and some sort of workshop with all the equipment. The prison gave us special permission to use it for storage. But he was the only one who went down there, so I don't know much more than that. The workshop must be the one where Knight's body was found. I guess this confirms that Mr. Saint was the only performer to have gone to Workshop A. Well, this sucks. All we're getting is information that works against us. You have to help Simeon, Mr. Attorney. We're all counting on you. Just leave it to us. He may not look it, but Mr. Edgeworth knows how to get things done. What exactly is he may not look it supposed to mean? What? Okay. Frank, solve it? Oh no, not there. Okay, let's... A sim Simple, sturdily built well. I wonder if it was the work of the prisoner. Sturdy, 30 lb. I wonder if this is important. Somebody left a bunch of tools lying around. There's a long piece of rope. And a pretty heavy looking weight. Let's see. It weighs 30 pounds. Oh, and there are some pulleys too. Okay, can you stop touching everything inside? Oh, come on! It's not like I was gonna take anything. What exactly were they being used for, I wonder? To kill people. Ah, Mr. Attorney, sir. And how are you today, if you don't mind me asking? Today? We just talked to you earlier, Mr. Solid. Oh, heavens, I do apologize. Ever since I came to call this place home, I've been working on my interpersonal skills, you see. In order to be as annoying as possible. I'm currently helping out with the circus show stage teardown and clean up. But if you have need of me, I'll do my utmost to help. Bow wow. I'm just chipping in and doing what I can. Model prisoner that I am. Yes, my stay in this prison has seen me reborn. The Frank Sawit you see before you is a changed man. A changed man? Who now targets the recently deceased? No, you misunderstand. That was just a moment of madness. A moment of madness? You're a disgrace to all thieves everywhere. You're right, of course. I can't deny it. I still have a long way to go. As a thief? Anyway, as you can see, I have a shiny new bracelet now. So it's a straight and narrow for me. Like I say, I'm a model prisoner. Not that a real model prisoner would need to keep telling me that. Vocational training. Yeah, this is the guy from the very first case of AA1, like the absolute first case. I'm doing everything I can to prepare for my eventual return to society. Yeah, you even skipped the show to focus on your training, didn't you? That's right, only 2 inmates were absent, Sawit and Connie's. Why didn't you tell us about Mr. Connie sooner? Look, I don't think there's an inmate in this prison who would talk about him if they didn't have to. Well, you could say he's the real one in charge around here. Oh, like Canis, cause that's the scientific name of dog. Is it like it's like the family name, not the species name, but like the series before that, the name before that. You didn't hear it from me, but well, I guess it comes with being the fixer. Yes. The genus, yes. The genus. The fixer. Anything you need, he can get it for you. Oh, okay, wait. Hold on. Gonna take medicine. Okay, hold on. I've been taking medicine. But how does he get away with it? I'm not sure, but he's the only one who does. I heard he has a secret way of getting things into the facility. I imagine being the fixer affords Canis certain privileges. Not that I concern myself with such things anymore, of course. I'm far more interested in perfecting my mod pack application technique. And what are these mod packs exactly? Hold on. What are these mod packs exactly? They're a special type of mod treatment rich with minerals. I really want to go idle meeting. I really need to find like a good place to stop. They're a special type of mod treatment rich with minerals. It works wonders on their coats. Hold on. Wolf is Canis lupus, dog is Canis lupus familiaris. Oh yes. I've been practicing on the animals here in the prison. I hope to treat them all eventually. Yes. Speaking of mud, that reminds me of a certain piece of evidence. Maybe I should try presenting it to him. What should I present? I'm gonna go idle meeting. Actually, I can't take this anymore. This is unbelievable. Why does frozen yogurt make me want to go idle meeting? That's crazy. You're back. Okay, gang. What episode? What evidence do we present to him? Let me see the log actually. Oh my god, history is R. Oh, mud. Speaking of mud, he says. Oh, that's blood, not. Oh, here. Alah, berak, bohong. What's the YESSSS? Fine, whatever, man. Speaking of mud, there's mud all over it. What on earth was Saw it doing? Okay, there we go. That's the rubber glove I dropped. Would you care to explain why it's so dirty? That's mud from one of the pet treatments I've been practicing. I was doing one of the animals a mud pack right when the incident happened. I see, around what time would this have been? The show had already started, so 9 AM perhaps? The thing is, the more mud I applied, the more in the zone I got, then the darker the animal's fur became. There's no trance quite like the trance one enters when one slathers an animal with thick black mud. I think the stress of prison might be getting to him. Of course, it's all thanks to the Warden that we have access to such wonderful distractions. I'm eternally grateful, truly I am. Anything else? Hey! Who are you shouting at? Sounds like this usually have goldfish in them, right? I want to see if they'd come say hello. I only see water striders. Hey, water striders are cool! They can walk on water like ninjas! Swoosh, swoosh, man, I wish I could do that. So much for the goldfish. What about you? What's up? Who doesn't love a good circus performance, eh? A foray into the realm of fantasy. If the performance is a good one, it can certainly be entertaining, yes? I'm getting pumped just thinking about it. The chance to escape reality, however brief, can often be a powerful tonic. You got that right. Doesn't it just make you want to hug something? Huh? Like the circus? Holding a show here right in the shadow of the fence that keeps these guys in? I guess the magic of the big tub is enough to make them forget that they're in the same boat as the animals. The fence. We missed the show, but we still got the stage and all this other stuff to check out. That's right. I should also look over the show set and equipment, just in case something useful turns up. Chat over, huh? You don't exactly give a guy a lot to work with, Miles, huh? Kid's really something, huh? Wish I still had a tenth of her story art outlook. I suppose that's because her head seems to be up in the clouds. He's so above it all that no one dares to go against her. Bet she doesn't even need to crack the whip with the animals. The eyes go from starry to steely, and suddenly it's sit, stay, huh? I can think of somebody who very much enjoys cracking the whip. Francisca. You can, huh? Sounds like a real piece of work. Come on, Miles Sereno, spill the beans. Trust me, Fender, one crack of her whip and you'll be running for the courthouse doors. Okay. High voltage, I never saw one of these in real life. Hey, that must be the fabulous garden outside the warden's office over there. Oh, Warden Laguarde mentioned being able to see from her window on the detention center side. Wish this dumb barbed metal fence wasn't in the way, though. I thought it was one big yard. Given how protected the warden seemed, though, for a little bit of earth, I imagine it's to keep riffraff like us out. There you are! Oh, Laguarde. Foxy Woxy. Ah, Regina Cupcake! Oh, Warden Laguarde. I've been simply dying to sit you down for a chat, you exquisite little thing. Do you mind if I ask a little about the prison? Oh, not at all. This place is my pride and joy, my home. Sure, it was a prison when I was to arrive. And it was awful and utter disgrace. Awful? I suppose you mean the prisoners were unruly. I most certainly do not. They're angels, every one of them, and they always have been. It was the ambience that was awful. I fretted, I brooded, and then it hit me. The animals! If anyone could brighten up the place, it was them. It's nice having them around. Isn't it just? And now look at my fabulous little family. Why, my darling Frankie is the very picture of rehabilitation. Except when it's rifling through dead men's pockets. And what about Mr. Sawit? We have so many success stories among the family, but darling Frankie really is a marvel. He's thrown himself into his vocational training and is always the first to volunteer for everything. And your other model prisoners don't do that? Of course they do, my dear. Of course. There's all just... there's all such triers, such doers. It's just that Frankie... Let's just say he knows what's good for him, huh? What does she mean by that, though? Anyway, he's a very good boy, so do try to be nice to him, won't you? Loud soaring music, great leaping animals, the Bear Big Circus truly has a toll. And everybody who comes here gets to see it once a month. Really? that case, let me see. She'd better not be thinking of something to confess to. This monthly show, is it always performed by the very big circus? But of course, sweetie, I'm Regina's biggest fan. That girl's my little princess, my superstar. She's so wonderfully talented. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Hello? And she's so adorable, so sweet. I could just gobble her right up. What did I just watch? You're not lying when you say you're her biggest fan, huh? Okay, hold on. Which is why I'm worried about her. So worried. It's all because of poor Simeon, you see. Eh? If he's found guilty, why, darling Regina will be devastated. More interspecies romance in this chapter? You simply must make sure that does not happen, Mr. Lawyer. Please, I'm begging you. If there is anything I can do to help you clear up this awful misunderstanding, you let me know. Regina, darling, you put on the most splendid show for us yet again. The stage, the stars, and you in particular, my princess, it was simply divine. That's so nice of you. I hope everybody else who watched enjoyed it too. About that, dear, I'm afraid I have something awful to confess. There are some absences, you see. She must mean Candace and Sawit. Who else was not there? Unbelievable, I know. How will you ever forgive me? 3 absent? 3 inmates didn't attend the show? That's right, sweetie. I counted the seats myself. 1, 2, 3 no-shows. And I always make sure there are enough seats for everybody. But Mr. Edgeworth, that's not right, is it? Indeed, as far as we were aware, Mr. Canis and Mr. Sawit were the only ones not present. This doesn't add up. Who is the third missing prisoner and what were they doing? It seems we need to investigate further. I was enjoying my chat with dear Regina so much I almost forgot. I must feed the little one. Little one? What are we feeding? Who are we feeding? Little Eustace Winner? Oh, fish? Whoa! That's not a fish! Alligator! You're looking as adorable as always, Allie. My sweet... Oh, that's Allie! Aw, she's so pretty! And what a cute name! Yes, Allie the alligator. Isn't she a darling? She's my favorite. Aren't you? Yes, you are. I'm so jealous. Can I pet her? Of course, princess, of course. Boy, howdy. Those two are made for one another. They look like they'll be busy for a while. Maybe we should go back inside the prison and check the cells. Yes, let's. Perhaps we can find a clue that there as to who our third missing prisoner might be. Okay. Sir, Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Phew, I finally caught up with you. Gumshoe! Okay, Gumshoe. What's up, Gumshoe? Detective, you're not needed elsewhere. No, the judge and the kid aren't here yet. Oh, and I got your message. So you searched the victim's cell? Did you manage to turn anything up? We struck gold, sir. Well, blood anyways. It was right there on the floor. Only in tiny specks though, but at least it's something. It proves that the holding cell was the scene of the crime, right? Not quite. It proves a possibility, but it's not conclusive yet. I thought you'd say that, sir, which is why I ordered some follow-up work. I asked forensics to analyze the blood and see if it matches the victims. They're on it as we speak. Nice work, Gummy. You thought of everything. Detective, I must say, I'm impressed. Did you hit your head or something? Gee, you don't look so surprised, sir. I just hope things continue to go in our favor. Alrighty, so that's proof that the murder happened in the detention center. And for our next trick, we'll find out how that dog got over there. Don't worry, you can leave that one to me. Until the kid and his chaperone get here, we've got the whole prison to ourselves. Just is why I brought my secret weapons along. Secret weapons? That's right. A few tools of the trade that have helped me bust more than a few cases wide open. Behold, the 7 secret weapons of Dick Gumshoe, Ace Detective Extraordinaire. Well, I don't know about you crazy cats, but I'm sold. Miles? Very well, Detective. We'll try using your secret weapons. You got it, sir. Let me run you through the list. Secret weapon number 1, my trusty old metal detector. If it's made of steel, silver, or scrap, this little guy right here will find it. So, it detects metal. Very good, Detective. Next up, secret weapon number 2. Missile! Everyone's favorite crime-fighting canine! Woo! He can track pretty much every scent you put in front of him, especially food. Yay! He sure is a lot cuter than Mr. Canis' dog. Now for secret weapon number 3. Where'd I put it? Oh! Fishing rod! Am I one snapper short of a school, or is that a fishing rod? Fishing rod? Don't say you're going fishing for clues. No, I just happen to have it with me is all. I see. Well, onwards and onwards, Detective. Let's see what else you have. We're gonna fish that stuff! We're gonna fish that stuff from that hole! That's all she wrote, sir. Cummy! You're 4 secret weapons short of your so-called 7, and one of them was a fishing rod! Sorry, but that's all for today, okay? I'll show you the rest next time. So only 6. Why do you think I call them secret? Guy can't just go sharing everything at once. That is crazy. In that case, then I suppose the 3 you've deigned to reveal to us will have to do for now. Alright, which one do you want to try, sir? Metal detector seems promising. Coming right up, sir. Let's just crank the old girl up. And away we go. Is everything alright, Detective? Looks like I should have brought a spare battery. Oh, oof, that's not gonna be much help. Sorry, sir. Looks like the metal detector will have to wait. Let's try something else. Alright, which one do you try? I want to try the missile. You got it, sir. Hey, missile, here, boy. Aw, he really came. So, what are we tracking? We're trying to find out how Mr. Canis' dog got into the holding cells in the first place. I suspect the same route was used to bring Knight's body back to the prison. So we give the pooch a sniff of the body, and they'll find that route for us. Yummy, yummy, doo-doo, yummy, yummy, doo. Does anyone else smell something sweet? Simeon doesn't like sweet stuff. All I smell is the odor of blood. It's faint, sir, but it's there. Almost like cake, maybe? Why would the body smell of cake? Okay, Missile, get a nose full. Here you go! Oh, that dog! That's the way to... He's headed for maximum security! Whoa, he's going in! Maybe we'll just have to follow after him. This is Canis' cell, though he man himself is absent, it seems. Is he meeting with someone in the visitor's room? Do you think Missile's onto something? Shh! Looks like maybe he is. Hmm? There's a secret door, maybe? Is there something here? Let's get snooping, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, actually, what? What are we gonna snoop? The chisel on the floor is a bit smaller than the others. I'm a woodworker, but perhaps an all-purpose one that can be used in a pinch, regardless for the job. An all-purpose pocket chisel makes sense. Always nice when your tools are useful and easy to carry. Is that your opinion as a thief? Nope, it's my opinion as a great thief. I'll walk through that one. Cookies? Hammer? Wow. Zirconia's chisels, everyone a special murder weapon. That reminds me of something. The floors in your brow. When you frown, it looks like somebody took a chisel over your forehead. Oh wait, shoot! Did Missile smell stuff? Is this what he smelled? Tea and rice crackers because he said food. Mr. Keynes clearly doesn't like for comforts. I can think of worse ways to spend my time in jail. And it's because the body ate crackers. Or the body, yeah, whatever, man. I thought it was maximum security, not maximum comfort. How come nobody else gets the special treatment? Complaining to me isn't going to help. Perhaps you could take it up with the man himself? Yikes, no thanks. Okay, it's not the cookies. I don't want to, man. I don't want to. Aww, I don't want to. Mr. Kenny's chest set complete with a special dog piece. That's not a chest set, that's a whole chest table with legs. Looks like it might be worth something too. I'm like, it's not inconceivable. Some of them are, and this is quite a nice one. I never would have pegged Mr. Kenny's as a chess fan though. Well, with the whole Eastern aesthetic he's got going, I thought he'd be more into Go. Go, huh? Can you play? I can play Go Fish. Not the same thing, Kay. Not even close. What's the matter, boy? Is this cake what you were after? Whoa, down, boy! Stop that! No, you can't have it. Dogs can't eat chocolate. You know that. If you won't behave, I'll just have to eat it myself. Not bad. That's some real outside the chocolate box thinking there. Not sure everybody agrees though. Gummy! I wanted some! Daring of people to assume the food in the prison is safe to eat. Well, daring or dumb. So anyway, it looks like it really was cake Nisal was tracking. Yeah, for the fishing rod, I think we use it in like that hole, you know? Talk about a waste of time. I suppose we just got our desserts. I thought only cat would be poisoned by chocolate. Dog. Wait, hold on. Stomach hurts, actually. But the little guy's definitely capable, right? I mean, he is. Sure he is. He was just a blip. So sad. Sick boy. The frozen yogurt give you a stomach ache? No, I think it's not the frozen yogurt. Woof, woof, woof! Woof, 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 woof! Sick boy! Sick girl! I think he's on to something. What is he trying to... what? Whatever it is, it's in there. Mr. Carcerato's cell, huh? We need to take a look inside. Detectives, call the guard. Yes, sirree! Thank you, officer. A question before we begin. Is the prisoner, Mr. Carcerato, still in solitary? No, sir. He came back a little while ago, and he was here for the noon roll call. Because he must be on work duty someplace. I see. Now he will be so kind as to open his cell. Yes, sir. Gotta lose 10 pounds. There's a poster of himself, and right next to it is... looks like he never lost the habit of making weight for a fight. Once a boxer, always a boxer, I suppose. I see he also has quite the collection of supplements. Oh my god, look at that. This Laguarde. Muscle protein, hustle protein. Soul crushing protein. Yeah, that's a lot of protein. Surely nobody trains like this for nothing? Bear bites. Really? Nothing of interest? So how many minutes do you think this timer for, Mr. Edgeworth? Well, Mr. Carcerato is a boxer, so 3 minutes would be my assumption. Same as the length of a round in boxing. Thanks for playing, but the correct answer is kinda maybe about 2 minutes. Why? Because there's a crack in it and a bit of the sand spilled out. Why does it hurt so much when she's right? Is that important? Whoa, what? What breed were you again, Missile? Sure he wasn't a boxer? No way. No way indeed. Quickly, detective, move the sandbag aside. Is there a secret path? A hole! Could this be? Whoa there, wait, Missile! I'm going in too. Wait, stop. Sir, I'll go get her. Oof, that's tight. Should have eaten that cape. Kaya nga ngaro de, guys. He's gone. Well, I'm not going in there. Guess we'll just have to wait. Ollie! Hello, Kay, are you alright? You're not gonna believe this, but we're in the detention center! The detention center? That hole is a tunnel that leads right into Mr. Knight's cell! Don't go anywhere, I'm on my way! What? How did you miss the hole the first time? Okay! Hey there, Mr. Edgeworth. Guess you could say you made a breakthrough. Quite. At least they came out unscathed, I think. How could we miss this, bro? How did we miss this the first time? That is ridiculous. So that's how they did it. There's no doubt about it. This must be the route we've been looking for. That's crazy! How could you have missed that? How could everyone have missed that? The whole time! Everybody, literally everybody! The corridor connecting the detention center and the prison is locked down by heavy security doors. With the help of this tunnel, it can be circumvented. It was a sweet scent that started this whole search. Could it be that the scent was in fact coming from Knight's body after all? Incidentally, Knight's body was covered in dirt that might have come from being dragged to this tunnel. Okay, what was it like down there? Well, it was pitch black, so I couldn't see a whole lot. Luckily, my camera has a flash, so I took some pictures. Oh, what? Then let's see what you've captured. Whoa, 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 whoa! Dog footsteps? Look at that. Spoons, a fork, guess therefore digging the tunnel. Aside, are those footprints? Paw prints even, from a dog perhaps. This is a vital piece of evidence. However, it begs something of a question. It does? Mr. Carcerato has certainly been making use of this tunnel, which means... Detective, we need to find out where Mr. Carcerato is immediately. If my suspicions are correct... Huh? Oh, nuts! What? The guards were alerted and they began searching for Mr. Carcerato right away. But after a thorough investigation of both the prison and the detention center, he was nowhere to be found. Damn. Well, have the police been notified? Yes, ma'am. We just finished liaising with them a moment ago. They've set up a cordon around the entire facility. Good. The first blemish on prison's spotless reputation is always the ugliest. It will happen again, ma'am. That's so crazy. A rather different Warden Laguarde to the one we've seen so far. Mr. Edgeworth, was it? I really can't thank you enough for finding that tunnel, darling. Sadly, it may have been too little too late. It seems you might have already left the building. How? I'd say that's unlikely, Warden. After all, there's a security gate at the exit to the detention center. You're not suggesting you simply walk through it? What's to say there was only the one tunnel, sweetie, I suppose that's true. Well, whatever the case, this is no time to be standing around chit-chatting. Mr. Edgeworth, would you mind continuing with your investigation? It would be my pleasure. And you three can get back to your posts. Yes, ma'am. Detective, the results of the blood test just came back from the lab. Thanks, pal. Let's see what they have to tell us about the blood found in Knight's cell. What does it say, Mr. Edgeworth? They've identified the blood and it's Knight's. My floor data updated in my organizer. Nice job, everybody. Teamwork makes the dream work, huh? We've got Knight's blood in his holding cell, a tunnel the dog clearly went through, and security footage showing Knight being attacked by the dog in his cell. Case closed. We have all the evidence we need. Let's see what Mr. Canis has to say for himself. Canis? Oh, darlings, are you sure? To be careful around him, won't you? Naniwa. He is as well connected on the outside as he is in here. I suppose he would have to be. How else would the so-called fixer stay in business? The police have been trying to track down his accomplices for the longest time. Even I've had to lend them a hand myself, you know? So that's what that was all about. He's still not talking, ma'am? Even with the evidence you borrowed from the precinct? No, and I've tried so many times, I've lost count. How am I supposed to do? I can't send in a blank report. I guess a killer for hire was always gonna be a tough nut to crack. You borrowed evidence from the police to help with your investigation, is that correct? Why, yes, sweetie. Everything related to Canis is with me now. Heaven knows how many times I've hauled the secretive scoundrel into my office to talk to me. But no matter what I say or how much evidence I present him with, he simply won't say a word. A prison warden conducting interrogation herself? That's irregular to say the least. Let your guard down and he'll devour you whole. Be careful, darlings. You have been warned. Howie! And I thought things couldn't get any spicier. Judge Gavel, I didn't expect to find you here. We have been conducting inquiries, which, given that we are in charge of the investigation, is hardly strange. What is strange is that you are still here, Mr. Edgeworth. I gave you a warning, did I not? I told you that your badge was at risk should our paths cross again, and yet here you are. I am sorry that you thought that I might be so easily discouraged, Your Honor. But I am not about to let the truth slip from my grasp. No matter what you and your committee might say. I look sleepy. I am here to present a certain someone with evidence that you yourself should have uncovered. You have more business with me, I take it, Mr. Edgeworth. I do. I promise I would be back to prove that you were the killer, and here I am. This should be amusing. Very well, whenever you are ready.
Objection!
Not so fast. We have some truths of our own to share. First-rate deductions, in fact. Indeed, we are now more certain than ever that Simeon Saint was the murderer. And that only he could have moved Mr. Knight from his holding cell to the prison proper. You know what? Frick you. We shall prove this to you beyond the shadow of a doubt. But first, a question. Are you quite determined to continue on this course, Mr. Edgeworth? Should you fail to rebut our deductions, there will be no going back. Your very career hangs in the balance. You mean you'll take his badge if you don't like how this goes? That's intimidation. Not at all. If anything, I'm showing him mercy. It's not Mr. Edgeworth's case, it never was, and I am under no obligation to hear him out. Please prepare to accept the potential ramification of his actions. I'll allow him one last chance. Are you truly willing to take the risk? To put your beloved badge on the line? Mr. Edgeworth! Sir! I accept your terms. I'm confident of my reasoning, and what's more, I am representing the firm of Edgeworth & Co. I do not intend to besmirch his name. My duty will be done, and I will not be intimidated. Very well. Let us see whether you are brave or simply reckless. By the power vested in me by the almighty goddess of justice, let this judgment commence. Eustace, if you will allow me. It is all yours, Gavel. Okay, last one before I lock in again. Okay. You are aware of the incident involving Mr. Knight the day before yesterday, I assume. He assaulted an innocent guard and stole his keys. Later, in the middle of moving a large animal cage, Mr. Saint stopped by Mr. Knight's cell for a little visit. That's when Mr. Knight stole out of his cell using the keys he'd stolen. He slipped into the cage and there he hid as he was wheeled into one of the prison workshops. What the hell? It figures he was going to bring up Mr. Saint going to Knight's cell. Yesterday, after you so kindly made us aware of the security camera footage, we decided to take a look at it ourselves. Perhaps you would like to see what we found. This is a still from the footage we received. Mr. Saint speaking with the Knight at his cell. Correct? I also know that he has positioned the cage in such a way as to obscure the camera's view. Is this the blind spot that Mr. Knight exploited in order to enter the cage undetected? A sound deduction based on what can be observed, wouldn't you say? A blind spot, which means the camera wouldn't have been able to capture the moment Knight entered the cage if he did at all. So it's still possible that he didn't actually leave his cell at this point. I don't get it. Why would Mr. Knight want to hide in the cage? There is really only one possibility. He intended to escape. A prison break! That's so cool! Mr. Carcerato, Mr. Knight, everyone's doing it! I have to step up my game. What? And get arrested? That was really not the time. Mr. Carcelato's escape is no laughing matter. It is my belief that Mr. Saint helped Mr. Knight with his escape attempt. That's to say, he was his accomplice. Wow, go Simeon! That wasn't a compliment! I understand that the cage was briefly taken to one of the workshops. I imagine that had things gone to plan, Mr. Knight would have remained in the cage until after the show, and then removed from the premises along with the rest of the circus equipment. Unfortunately for Mr. Knight, Mr. Saint had other ideas. He killed his friend in cold blood. Judge Gavel's argument seems reasonable. But there must be a fault in her logic somewhere, and I'm going to find it. You are aware of the incident involving Mr. Knight the day... Mang iya bang, sumpah gue sih nggak merasa ya. I think I pressed everything lah.
Hold it!
Your Honor, about this incident, you have heard about it, of course. Surely any attorney worth his salt would have his sources. Yes, I'm aware of it, of course. Eh, alam anjir. Then you are wasting both our time. Shall we continue?
Hold it!
Do you have any proof that Knight stole the keys? I can't think of no other reason for him to carry out such a brutal attack. Once the guard he assaulted regains consciousness, I am sure he will confirm our suspicions. I wouldn't be so sure. Perhaps I should press her further on. Yeah, sure. Sorry, but I believe there is a flaw in your reasoning. If Knight had the keys, there was nothing to stop him from leaving whenever he wanted. Why wait for Mr. Saint? There was no need, surely. He chose the option he deemed most likely to succeed. He stole the keys and hid them somewhere. He then waited for an opportune moment to present itself. He hid the keys? I'm afraid you might have made an uncharacteristic oversight, Your Honor, but the knight wasn't hiding any keys. That has been proven already. This is the piece of evidence that proves Knight didn't have the keys. What the freaky? I forgot totally. Knight didn't have the keys because why? Ouchies. Did he have the keys on him? No, he didn't. The day before the body was found, the guard assigned to return Knight to his cell was knocked unconscious with a single blow. Knight denied having taken them. Knight's cell was searched, but no keys were found. Well, I mean, no keys were found? Does that mean... Or what about the body? I guess not this. The description doesn't mention anything about keys. Is it the keys? It says has yet to be recovered.
Take that!
Okay. Since you know about the incident, I assume you must already know this, but after the assault, the guards searched both Knight and his cell, and no keys were found. And if the whereabouts of the keys cannot be proven, then neither can your theory. I have considered the matter of the missing keys, and I do not think it's such an issue. I still believe he had them. After all, the guards only stated that they were unable to locate them. And this is because they were cleverly hidden inside the pocket chest set. I thought she was gonna say that inside his body, and like he swallowed it. Same set in which the murder weapon was also allegedly hidden. Was it? I can't help but wonder about that. What? But you're the one who proposed it. Actually, if you recall, that was Eustace's assertion. So the two of them aren't of one mind on this, I take it. Allow me to restate the facts. Mr. Knight hid the keys he stole from the guard inside his chest set. When Mr. Saint... I like this music. When Mr. Saint came to see him, Mr. Knight used the keys to open his cell and climbed inside the cage. He was then moved from his holding cell to that workshop in the prison proper, all with the help of his friend and accomplice. Had things gone according to plan, he would have been taken out of the facility after the show. But they did not. Instead, his accomplice murdered him while the show was taking place in the yard.
Objection!
But Mr. Saint was a part of that performance. How would he even have time to commit the murder?
Overruled.
How indeed? Allow me to explain. As you know, many stage performances follow a set narrative. Yesterday's show was one such example. She's done her homework, I see. The suspect played the role of an antagonist opposite the elephantine heroine of the show. In the latter part of the performance, the heroine's love prevails and the villain is defeated. This victory is depicted in a very unique manner, whereby the villain is sent flying from the stage by the heroine. He's sent flying by the elephant? Isn't that dangerous? Having been ejected from the stage in this manner, the villain no longer appears in the performance. In other words, the suspect did not appear on stage for a period of approximately 15 minutes. And you're saying the crime took place during that time? Yes, I'm afraid so. After all, it's more than a sufficient window, wouldn't you say?
Objection!
Committing the crime and returning to the stage in that short 15-minute window is only possible, assuming that the murder took place in the prison proper. But in fact, Your Honor, the real scene of the crime was Knight's cell. I seem to remember telling you that I would not accept that part of the security footage into evidence.
Objection!
And you won't have to. I have proof of a different kind. Very well. Would you be so good as to present it? What proof do you have that the murder took place in the victim's holding cell? Is it this one? Is it this one?
Take that!
This appears to be a photograph of a floor. Almighty goddess of justice, grant me patience. Me when I play competitive game. That floor you're so dismissive of, Your Honor, has traces of Knight's blood on it. Traces, you say? Is this evidence reliable? After all, I don't believe you have access to the necessary forensics operative.
Objection!
There is a hole in your theory, as well as in the holding cell. Yes, I have my resources. A certain blunt instrument, you might say, but a reliable one. The detective, how very unfortunate for him. Perhaps before you decided to circumvent the law, you may have considered that the committee's influence extends to the police. Oh no! Gumby's badge is on the line too! Forgive me, detective. I didn't mean to put you at risk as well. I will enter the fact that Mr. Knight's blood was found in the holding cell into evidence. However...
Objection!
Bad luck, idiots! You're really on the edge now, Mr. Worthless. Mr. Winner, I've forgotten you were there. It was nice while it lasted. I just butted in to tell you that your entire argument is one big incident. What? How so? I thought we were doing okay. You showed us camera footage of a dog killing Mr. Knight in his cell. Are you saying the mutt also wiped the blood up before it left the scene? Yes, it... What other tricks can it do, huh? A blood-wiping dog? You're a joke. You'd have wiped that blood up, wouldn't you, boy? Yes, Elmut. Yes, you would. What? That was one of the tricks I taught him before our work together was so rudely cut short. He's a very tidy boy, you know. Never misses a drop. It wouldn't do to leave any evidence after all. Did you notice the prisoner tag says boss? Yeah, I thought it was clever. A self-cleaning dog saved by an assassin of all people. Jeez Louise, you could have just taught the little guy to shake hands. Oh, he does that marvelously too. Although the way I taught him to do it is somewhat unorthodox. First, he bites down hard on the victim's hand. Then... I'm not listening! I see. Oh, very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. It seems you may have gathered some evidence worth considering. Your understanding is much appreciated. What? Wait, I'm not done yet. I just thought of something else. Look at this face being framed. Overruled. Oof, boy, somebody's taking no prisoners. YESSSS, would you be so kind as to allow me? All yours, Gavel. Well, do you accept the truth now? The crime took place in Knight's holding cell, and the assassin's dog was the killer.
Overruled.
My position is the same as it was yesterday. Until you can explain how the dog moved between the prison and the detention center, I cannot accept your theory into evidence.
Hold it!
I thought you might say that, which is why I'd like to show you something else. This piece of evidence shows how the dog could freely travel between the prison and...
Take that!
This is... It's a secret passageway. It runs beneath the prison. What? A secret passageway? It was dug by one Mr. Rocco Carcerato, SKP. It leads from his prison cell to a certain holding cell in the detention center. Yes, the very one where the victim was being held. Well, this certainly is a surprise to think that it was beneath our feet this entire time. Mr. Canis, you knew of this tunnel, didn't you? Because it's the same tunnel that was used to carry out the murder.
Overruled.
Why? In the name of the goddess of justice, overruled, Mr. Edgeworth. You are out of line.
Hold it.
How so, Your Honor?
Overruled.
Evidence is everything, whether in a court of law or at the scene of an investigation. Isn't that your little catchphrase? Well, it just so happens that I have some evidence of my own. No shit, that's made up. Nah, that's gotta be made up, bruh. Bronco Knight's autopsy report. His autopsy report? When did we get that? How do you not know you had it? The police handed it to me only a short while ago. The findings are still preliminary, but it has something of value to tell us nonetheless. The goddess of justice speaks to us through these pages, Mr. Edgeworth. Cause of death, stab wound to the throat. And the weapon is said to be a sharp blade of some sort. It seems the victim was stabbed repeatedly in the same spot, resulting in an ugly wound. As such, the police have yet to identify the exact shape of the weapon, but its overall nature seems to be beyond question. It is a bladed metal instrument. In light of this evidence, do you truly wish to continue with your flight of fancy? Or will you now claim that the dog used the knife instead? Yes, I will claim that actually. But that's impossible! That will be all. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
But the tunnel, the paw prints! What of them? Helmut is something of a wanderer. Perhaps you just happened across this tunnel one day. Although I couldn't say for certain. I myself cannot wander quite so freely. That would be quite a coincidence, but I can't prove it's not the case either. She sure knows how to keep a secret, huh? Kinda wish she had kicked us in the teeth a little earlier with that. She was baiting me, waiting for the perfect moment to crush me with that autopsy report. And I fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. You are a lead attorney for the defense, correct, Mr. Fender? This is the intern autopsy report in question. Interim. I do apologize for the delay. Yeah, no sweat. Thanks for hooking us up. Autopsy report data jotted down in my organizer. Yep, this all checks out. Yep. Mr. Fender? A handshake is not necessary when receiving official court documents, you know? So please feel free to let go of my hand. It's not a holy relic after all. I was just trying to be friendly, Your Honor. Had you lingered a moment longer, the goddess of justice would have spoken to you through my gavel. Alright, I got it. Nice work, Gavel. Just like we planned it. I did only as you instructed, Eustace. But thank you. Updated autopsy report Pro Max. This report came from the police. I have no choice but to accept its legitimacy. But if the dog didn't kill Knight, then that takes Canis out of the running. The goddess of justice speaks to me, Mr. Edgeworth, and she is merciful. She tells me that you might keep your badge if you will finally abandon this fruitless quest. What's our move, sir? I think she really means it this time. What do you think, detective? My answer remains the same, Judge Gavel. I will see my duty done, and I will not be intimidated. Even with how things stand, I still refuse to concede. This may very well be your last chance. Your badge hangs by a thread. Then let it fall if it must. I have something far more important to protect as an associate attorney. My client. The goddess of justice is no doubt saddened by your refusal to accept yet another offer of mercy. Attaboy, Miles. That's what I like to see. Looks like the defense never rests is really starting to mean something to you. Credit to your old man, though. He's the one who said it first. My father? In fact, I could swear I saw Gregory's spirit in you for a second there. You said that you've changed since your days in Von Karma's shadow. I didn't believe you at first, but I'm starting to. Thank you, Fender. Alright, kids. This is where the rubber really hits the road. Put your thinking caps on. It's make or break time. If it's true that Knight was off with a bladed weapon, does our whole case really fall apart? A bladed weapon? Of course. There were 5 chisels in Keniso when we last looked. A former assassin certainly wouldn't struggle to commit murder with a tool like that. In which case, the weapon that killed Knight was... Have you quite finished? It would be in your best interest to yield up. Evidence is everything. It may well be my little catchphrase, but it's also true. I want a haircut actually. Like not like cut my hair, but just like trim it, have it trimmed, like tidied up. I don't know. Yeah, for the holiday spirit, you get me? So the murder weapon was a sharp blade. Then where was it? The guards didn't find it. Why can't you let this go? So what if they didn't find it? What are you driving at? What if I were to tell you that I now know what the real murder weapon was? Wait, I thought it was kind of obvious. Hold on. And it was right under our noses the whole time, indeed. It was one of Mr. Canis' chisels.
Overruled.
I would advise you to stop bombarding us with your irresponsible half-baked, my bad. Half-baked theories. Sorry guys, the theories aren't half-naked. Mr. Edgeworth. You have repeatedly insisted that Mr. Knight was killed in his cell by a dog. I simply go where the evidence takes me, both in the courtroom and at the scene of the crime. If the murder weapon was in fact a chisel, then yes, the murderer could not have been the dog. But that begs the question of what exactly it was we saw in the security footage. Oh yeah, the security footage! How do you explain that, Mr. Smarty Pants? An excellent question. The footage shows the dog jumping on somebody. Mr. Canis' dog jumping up at Knight. The dog attacked Knight, but didn't kill the man. It didn't? No, Knight was merely knocked out. The dog didn't drag a corpse through the tunnel. He dragged an alive but unconscious Knight. The real killer was the dog's master. Ooh, I get it. By bringing Knight here, Mr. Canis could finish the job. And he could definitely use one of his chisels to do it. Correct. You, body Dharma Canis. You're the only one who could have done it. Hee.
Objection!
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. You ever get this on your report card? Refuses to listen. Must learn to respect others. Are you asking me or confessing to what's on yours? We already searched Mr. Canis' cell from top to bottom, right, Gavel? Yes, we even inspected his chisels. All 4 of them. All 4 of them? All 4 of them? Why, thank you, Your Honor. You just confirmed my theory. I have? What exactly do you mean? The last time we were here, there were 5 chisels, not 4. Oh yeah, I remember counting them. Definitely 5. And the one that's missing is... the small one. The one we thought might be a pocket chisel. Mr. Canis, where'd you hide that chisel? A pocket chisel? And what use may I have for such a thing? I am rarely allowed to leave my cell. In which case, you shouldn't have had the chance to dispose of the weapon. Heh, you've dug your own grave, Mr. Canis. You seem to have an idea where this missing chisel might be, Mr. Edgeworth. Would you enlighten us up his butt? For a man who can't leave his cell of his own volition, Canis could only have hidden the chisel here. Sorry, what? Like, literally here then? I don't know what he's talking about.
Take that!
Mr. Canis is still a prisoner despite the comfort he enjoys. He is rarely allowed out of his cell. He could have given the chisel to his dog to leave somewhere. But that would have been far from ideal. He would have no way of guaranteeing where it might end up. Intriguing. Do go on, Mr. Edgeworth. Furthermore, this room is the one place where a bladed instrument wouldn't raise an eyebrow. 4 chisels, 5 chisels, who's counting? The fact that he took full advantage of. Ah, the old keep the incriminating evidence close routine. Classic.
Objection!
But I looked! I searched the whole cell myself, and there's just nowhere he could have hidden it.
Objection!
I am certain that the murder weapon is here, and that the reason why no one has found it yet is because it was hidden in such an ingenious manner. To enlighten us, Mr. Edgeworth, what was my ingenious plan? Think, Miles, there must be a hiding spot he could have made use of. Up his butt, I'm saying. Think about when you came here previously. What are you missing? He's not showing us out permanently, right? Let's get out of here. Come on. Up the dog's butt? In his mouth? When we were here before, he barked and growled repeatedly. Candace even encouraged him to do so. That must be it! I knew something was off. Oh, okay, in his mouth, then. I can hardly believe it, but I think I know where he hid the murder weapon. Caught me off guard, because, like, how could he be, like, licking the guy's face? Giving up already? I expected more of you, Mr. Edgeworth. See?
Hold it!
As well you should if you would give me a moment. This piece of evidence shows where you hit the murder weapon. Inside the dog's mouth? Like, literally?
Take that!
Your dog, he seems unusually quiet today. Oh yeah, like last time I did the... Mr. Canis, if you would be so kind as to open Helmut's mouth. Oh, come now. He doesn't bark because he's a well-behaved boy. I had to order him to last time. Then order him again, this instant. It's not like we're asking for the world, Mr. Canis. Or do you have something to hide? If you insist. Come on, Helmut. Open up. And there we have it. A chisel that small was easy enough for a dog to... Wow, what? A chisel in the dog? Why was there a chisel in the dog? A chisel in the dog is crazy. It was in the dog after all, right? That's what I'm saying. I was just a little bit wrong. I thought it'd been strangely quiet. I guess his brain has finally caught up. Eustace, why don't you be a good boy and call forensics? Tell them it's urgent. Ah, okay. Our findings are as follows. Traces of blood were detected on the chisel. What? Not such a half-baked theory after all, was it? Alright, so we're all on the same page here. This is our murder weapon, yeah? The forensic evidence cannot be ignored. We have no choice but to concede that this is most likely the case. Oh, Mr. Canis, in light of the discovery of the murder weapon, the court demands that you explain yourself. Chisel in the dog, why? We found the route your dog took to the holding cells and now we have the chisel. How do you propose to talk your way out of this one? You never fail to entertain, Mr. Edgeworth. Why does he always laugh like that even when it's not funny? Poor Helmut, how could they suspect us? You leave me little choice. I shall simply have to share with you the truth. I did not kill anyone. I've grown tired of killing. Something's not right. Why is he so calm? Very well. The court will hear Mr. Canis' testimony. If you would be so kind. Gladly. Perhaps you might begin by explaining what you believe my motive to have been. I never knew this knight. I had no contact with him. No, that's bullshit because you played chess with him. Given that this is the case, why would I possibly wish him dead? Could it be you are suggesting that it was my canine companion who had the motive instead? But only bears his fangs when I tell him to. Could we see Raine's cursor before? No, because previously I was playing with controller. Today I'm playing with the mouse. I'm not slow, bloodthirsty that I would kill a man I did not know. I mean, you played chess with him, so like... Did he know he was playing with knights specifically? I don't know. I mean, when he puts it that way... An assassin who only kills his acquaintances? Not the saddest business model, I agree. My work required me to deal with strangers, of course, but murder for its own sake? That's not my style. So I need to prove a link between Knight and Canis. I should go over the evidence again and see what I can discover. Okay, let me press this first, actually. Anjir, apaan? Bocok.
Hold it!
You didn't know who he was? That's quite unlike you, Mr. Canis. You overestimate me, Mr. Edgeworth. Perhaps you had a harder time putting me in here than I had realized, but I'm no master criminal. That said, you are no run-of-the-mill prisoner either. You're the fixer, correct? I find it highly unlikely that a man such in a position would have no knowledge of the new detainee at all. When you have a rather inflated idea of my position, I have my connections, yes, but I'm not all-knowing. And I knew nothing of Mr. Knight. Okay. I think we can present this, hopefully.
Objection!
It's rare to see you so sleepy. Dude, like these days my sleep schedule is so, you know, it's so proper. I wake up so early, so I'm already like sleepy at this hour. You're getting sloppy, Mr. Canis, and I'm getting sleepy. You may have trained your dog to clean up your mess, but some things still require human touch. We found this in the victim's room. It's the record of a game of correspondence chess. No naps midday? No, very, very busy. What's more, the game depicted matches the game laid out on your board. What? The number of possible games has been calculated to be 10 to the power of 1 to 120, and that's on the low end. Wait, so that's a 10 times 10, 20... I don't know what she's saying. I give up. I mean, what do you even call a number that big? A vanishingly unlikely coin kidding, that's what. Now tell us how you killed Knights. Unless that is you would prefer to explain the coincidence? Well, they do say that truth is stranger than fiction. It is, as you say, a coincidence. But that's totally impossible. We just proved that. A coincidence of a different kind, child. I never imagined my correspondent was the victim, you see? And yet here we are. Helmet is as surprised as I am, aren't you, Helmet? Yes, yes. I suppose there's nothing for it to finally tell the truth, boy. The other prisoners had all gone to the yard, you see. There was a show of some sort, I believe. Here I was minding my own business when it comes to Hamlet, dragging a corpse of all things. I got the shock, not least because of the murder weapon was still in the poor fellow's neck. Of course, I was none too keen on becoming a suspect, so I had Helmut take the body to a workshop. Once there, he removed the murder weapon and brought it back to me just as I had asked. Doc pulled out the murder weapon in the workshop? Indeed he did. Removing it here would have made an awful mess after all. You know something? That makes total sense. Remember what Mr. Saad said, Mr. Edgeworth? That huge black dog has sunk his terrible teeth into the victim's throat. What did you just say? It was hellish, utterly hellish. I see, so what Mr. Saad actually saw was hell when removing the murder weapon then. Precisely, I can't say I was a little disappointed that he was spotted, of course. Silly boy, it's not like you to slip up like that, is it now? And there you have it. That is about all there is to tell. I did not kill the man. At most, I'm responsible for the removal of the weapon. Now, will that be all? Poor Helmut is growing restless.
Objection!
Sorry, but if you could entertain us just for a little bit longer, Mr. Canis. Fender? No offense, Palio, but I don't think you've quite told us everything. I'm sure we'd all like to know why you thought you needed to pull the chisel out in the first place. He's right. It makes sense that he would move the body to avoid suspicion. But Canis had no reason at all to recover the murder weapon. So the mute one isn't as dumb as I thought. Please answer the question, Mr. Canis. It was because of the bell. The one attached to the chisel and the one around Helmut's neck. Of a very distinctive design, if you will. Of course, they were something of a trademark of yours, were they not? I don't get it. How does that even work? Bodhidharma Kindness, the blind butcher. His appearance was always announced by the sound of bells. The last sound his victims would ever hear. You flatter me. Though it's been some years since you last saw one of them, you remember them well. Your knife and its attached bill were one of the pieces of evidence seized in our case against you. Yes, it was but one of my bells, one of only two in existence. Just two? Two and only two, one for my knife and one for my beloved helmet. Exquisitely crafted, utterly unique. My ears are my guide after all, and I must be able to use my tools precisely. Of course, as you said, the knife has long since been taken from me. When Helmut brought the body to my cell, I was rather surprised to hear a familiar sound. At first, I was sure that my knife had been used to do the deed. But no, a chisel, an ordinary chisel. It's certainly no assassin's blade. Nonetheless, the well would have suggested my involvement. Compounding the matter is the fact that I am the only person in this prison permitted to use such tools. It was clear that I would become the prime suspect. And so the chisel had to be removed and hidden.
Hold it!
You still claim that all you did was have the dog move the body? That you had nothing to do with the killing? How could I? I told you, the chisel is not mine. You need not take my word, Mr. Edgeworth, for I don't have it checked for fingerprints. Eustace. Huh? Me? But I don't know how to check for prints. Good forensics. Oh, right, sure thing. We got him! Fingerprints! They're Mr. And Mr. Canis's? Oh, no! Just Mr. Knight's. Oh, and forensics said there's no sign of any prints having been wiped off. Only Knight's fingerprints? This isn't good. Should I get them to check again? Now do you see? I have never so much as touched that chisel. Helmut carried it in his mouth. That is all. Therefore, any prints must belong to whoever had it last. So the murder weapon belonged to the victim? Ooh, that's not helpful. As I said, I have not touched the chisel. Therefore, I cannot be the killer. Or do you wish to suggest otherwise? I've got nothing to counter with. But what could this mean? Is he not the killer after all? Is he actually telling the truth? No, he can't be. I'm sure this goes without saying, Mr. Edgeworth, But if you do not find a solution to your current predicament, and quickly, I will have little choice but to relieve you of your badge. Even my patience has a limit, and I will not tolerate you throwing this investigation into chaos. Am I clear? You've done it now, sir. She's serious. I hate to admit it, but the fingerprints turn everything on its head. Without more evidence, I'm back to square one. Wait, something doesn't add up though. A few things actually. What would Mr. Knight have needed a chisel for? You can do a lot with a chisel, child. Break out of prison for one. Alright, then how did he get it in there? There's no way the guards would let him bring a super sharp tool with him. Right, Mr. Edgeworth? Is it carcerato? Earth to Mr. Edgeworth! You can't stand there hemming and hawing just because of a little setback. The important thing is finding the truth, you know? It doesn't matter how we get there. The end justifies the means. Just kidding. As long as we save Simeon in the end. We can't give up now or ever. Yeah, what she said. I'll second that. You and me around with that, Kay. I'm half tempted to offer you a job for real. It's like I said, the defense never rests. Or rather, like your pop said, what do you think lies at the heart of those words, Miles? The heart of those words? It's like this. As defense attorneys, our client's fate rests on our shoulders. We're the only ones they can turn to. Simeon's our client and we're the only ones who can save him. So he can't rest, not while he's counting on us. I'm not about to turn my back on your old man's legacy. I'm an associate with the defense now. No, I'm an associate with my father's firm. That's the role I have chosen, and that means that if I fail to save my client, I have failed in my duties. I will honor my father's vision and save Simeon. No matter what setbacks I face, I cannot admit defeat. If one path is blocked, I must simply find another. There we go. That's the Miles Edgeworth I know. Now let's find that new path forward. We can start by trying to figure out how Mr. Knight brought that chisel into the prison. Right, how would Knight have managed to bring a chisel in here? From, I don't know, man. This one, the pocket chest set.
Take that!
Usually, it wouldn't be possible to bring a metal object to this facility undetected. Because of the security gates, right? Correct, but we already know that checks at one of the gates haven't been entirely thorough of late. Namely, the gate at the entrance to the detention center. Okay. Knight took advantage of this little oversight and had Mr. Saint bring him the chisel, hidden inside his pocket chest set. That does answer one of our questions, and suggests that the chisel was indeed Mr. Knight's and not Mr. Canis's. However, we still have one rather pressing problem to address. That of the security footage in which Knight is attacked by a dog. How does one explain it if Mr. Canis was not the culprit? But then how do you explain his prints not being on the murder weapon? This one's a real three-piper. The court too finds itself wanting for a satisfactory explanation. Wait, sir. I think it might be time to show you another one of my secret weapons. Introducing secret weapon number 4. A Lil V. What does that even mean, bruh? What sort of name is that, detective? I came up with it myself, sir. Anyway, you can use it to analyze the video footage. Oh, that's fun. An excellent idea. Perhaps then you might finally see that I'm telling the truth. Little V, like little TV? Who knows if there's anything to be found, but it has to be worth a try. Alright, want me to talk you through how to use it, sir? Seeing as I'm not exactly familiar with video analysis techniques, perhaps I should hear him now. Yeah, sure, why not? If you could run me through these functions, please. Yes, sir! So basically, you just gotta do what you always do. Examine anything that catches your eye. I can examine things with T. Next, you see the controls at the bottom screen. The panel says to pause. Yes. When the video is paused, you can go to the previous frame with Q and the next frame with E. Or just use the same control panels I showed you earlier. Lastly, I'd better explain how to zoom in. Just line up the old cursor with the area you want to take a closer look at. Then use the panel in the bottom right and little V will do the rest. It's got the two expanding arrows right on it. Can't miss it, sir. It would appear I can zoom in by pressing R2. And that about sums it up. Now let's fire Lil V up for real. CSI! Other than the victim being attacked by that dog, I can see what else he might show us. But suppose you're wrong, what we'll be looking for? Oh yeah. There's so much text, like just get me to the video. Check every detail, sir, you'll find something, I'm sure. I have to like constantly press? Okay, that's a guard. That guy wearing the guard uniform? That hat? Say, doesn't that look like the hats the guards wear, sir? The missing police outfit, remember? Is that what I think it is? Has there been any reports of one of the animals attacking a guard recently? Not that I've first heard of. But this may not be a guard at all, but somebody dressed as one. Perhaps this might shed a little light on the matter of the hats. This missing guard uniform.
Take that!
So, no guards have reported being attacked by an animal as far as we know, but we did hear about a guard spare uniform being stolen. Could the person in the security footage perhaps be someone disguised as a guard? Someone attempting to escape without being noticed? Carcerato! A guard disguised? I guess it might work. Wait, were we just talking about someone? There indeed, someone who seems to have successfully made his escape. If the person in the footage isn't Knight, then the creature might not be a dog either. You're right, sir. Let's zoom in and check. What? What should I be... What should I be... looking at, actually? I know you're supposed to... Is it... Does this look like a dog to you? Oh, you can't actually zoom in this far? Yo, what freaking animal is this, man? I suspect we might have made it enhance. What we're looking at here is no dog. This animal is... fudge. Looks like a bear. Is it a little bear? Maybe he was like playing, not attacked? He was playing, not being attacked, I assume. What's the paw prints from the photo I took? We're not canine, but arsane. A bear, so could that mean? I think it could. After all, who else do we know with such a pet? We had assumed that it was not in the security footage. It was YESSSS. It's hardly a crazy theory. Perhaps, but now that we know about the hole under the bed, it's no longer the only possibility. Whoever had access to the tunnel could very well be the one caught on camera. And who was that, Mr. Edgeworth? Would you care to tell the court who you believe this person to be? The person in the security footage is... where? Oh, here.
Take that!
I believe I know who our guard in disguise is. It's none other than Rocco Carcerato, the prisoner who recently escaped from this facility. I'm confident it's him because he was assigned a polar bear cub as his companion. But the bear in that video is all black. It's because of Mr. Sawit's mod. Indeed, and we have evidence that explains why. The evidence that explains the polar bear's dark fur is... shoot. Is it this one? Yes, this one.
Take that!
Recall, if you will, Mr. Frank Sawit's testimony. That's the rubber glove I dropped. Would you care to explain why it's so dirty? Of course, that's mud from one of the pet treatments I've been practicing. I was giving one of the animals a mud pack right when the incident happened. I see. Around what time would this have been? Let's see, the show had already started, so around 9 AM perhaps? The thing is, the more mud I applied, the more in the zone I got, and the darker the animal's fur became. There's no trance quite like the trance one enters when one slathers an animal with thick black mud. While the circus performance was underway, he was giving one of the animals a mud pack treatment. And that animal could have been... indeed, our polar bear. Mr. Edgeworth, your latest assertion simply introduces yet another contradiction. The footage from the security cam... I fully understand, Your Honor, and your doubts are entirely justified. Mr. Solid mentioned applying the mud pack while the circus performance was underway, and this does indeed introduce a new contradiction concerning the security footage. It does? Yes, let's put it this way. When would you expect the footage to have been recorded, Kay? If it was taken right after he applied the mud pack treatment, it should have been around 9 AM. In which case, something isn't right about the footage. Really? And what's that? The timestamp.
Take that!
Mr. Sawit said he administered the treatment at around 9 AM. In which case, the security footage should only show a time of around 9. However, the timestamp said 6:42. On the day of the murder, the prisoners all went out to the yard to watch the circus. All except 3. Mr. Canis, who remained in his cell in maximum security. Mr. Sawit, who was administering a mud pack treatment in the workshop. And Rocco Carcerato, who had been waiting that precise moment to put his escape plan into action. I believe he'd entrusted the bear to Mr. Sawit before entering the tunnel. Oh my god, it's baby, look. And the bear then slipped out of Mr. Sawit's grasp to run after its human. Mr. Sawit would have then left the workshop to pursue the bear, at which point he saw... Mr. Canis' dog retrieving the murder weapon from Anayat's body. It all fits perfectly except for the security footage, which should have been recorded from around 9 AM. However, the timestamp is 3 hours off. Why would the timestamp be wrong? Detective, I would like you to have the security camera examined. Right away, please. I'm back, sir. I just walked to talk to the guards and... Apa katanya? Seems like the time codes can slip on these cameras. They lose Oh my god, they're pretty old, sir. Guess the clock stops when the power's off. Which would mean the power was off for approximately 3 hours at some point. That's not all, sir. You remember how Night to Night stealing the keys? No one believed him considering, well, you know, he seemed kind of like the only suspect. Turns out that wasn't all he said. He also said he was knocked out cold, just like the other guy. Which may not necessarily have been a lie. Darlings, there you all are! How goes the investigation? Is there anything I can do to help things along? Actually, there might be something we can do for you, Warden Laguarde. The escapee, Mr. Carcerato, I believe he may still be on the premises. He's disguised as a guard. Here's the proof, should you need it. We're reasonably certain that the person captured on this tape is our man. And if I'm correct, he might even be right here in this room with us right now. Hey, Mr. Carcerato would have been wearing a bracelet, right? Yes, a bracelet that could easily be hidden under the sleeves of his stolen uniform. Furthermore, the doors out of the prison proper don't have those sensors that detect the bracelets installed. So if he avoided doors with sensors, he could simply wait for an opportunity to mainly make his escape. Well, yes, I suppose he could. You just have to avoid the workshops and the cells and... oh my. He's one of you, isn't he? Is he right now? Look, it's Teddy! Look at the baby! Yeah! Hey, paws off! Get your mitts off of me, you big palooka! Thank you, Teddy. Very kind of you to confirm our suspicions. Yeah! Dang it, kid. If it wasn't for you, I'd... What the thing it is to be loved, huh, Mr. Carcerato? I'm almost envious. Guards, apprehend this man! Oof, a moment if you will. I have some questions for our would-be escapee. And if we are to learn the truth, I will need to speak with him, with your permission, of course. I can hardly say no now, can I? Well, come on then, hit me with your best shot. Mr. Carcerato's escape route led directly to Knight's cell. So it's highly possible he has something to offer. Tell me what you're doing on the day Mr. Knight's body was discovered. So it was you guys, huh? You're the ones who found my secret getaway tunnel. Ooh, nice music. Reine, would you still love us if we thwarted your prison escape? That's the thing. I won't get in prison. I won't be imprisoned. You know how long it took me to dig that freaking thing? Because I do not do crimes. I had me a guard's uniform, a whole dog, and a plan in place. So I went for it on the day you found the guy. But then this little guy just had to come right after me. Aww, poor guy likes you. The second floor was covered in mud too. Had to go back to our cell. I would have gotten away with it if somebody had an off night and brought you bums down here. You claim to have dug that tunnel just now. How exactly did you do it? How? Used everything I could get my hands on. See? Hammers, spoons, you name it. Spent every dime I had on this cockamamie fixer. And what do I got to show for it now, huh? Do not be disheartened, friend. Tomorrow is another day. There's an outside chance Mr. Carcerato and Knight went face to face just before Knight's death. I should see what other details I can extract for him.
Hold it!
Shut up! You tell me to hold it. You don't know nothing. You don't know what I had to do. Had to come crawl to the fix a monk, had to grow in the kowtow day after day after day. How you gonna give me back the hours, huh? The days? The months? I can't get away in edgewise. You should never stuck your nose in my tunnel. Never!
Hold it!
So the tunnel was all your own work? Every inch! You see anybody else in my stuff we supposed to stay at home? That's quite an effort, even for an athlete. Yeah, now that I think of it, that is an insane amount of digging for one guy. Yeah, well, you don't even know half of it, kid. But it ain't like I had a choice. Trust nobody and don't get caught. There's the rules the con's gonna live by. You know, the rules of being a great thief are pretty similar. Okay, I'd rather you didn't start sympathizing with the suspect. I was just joking, Mr. Edgeworth. I That ain't no sticking joke to me, you punk saw me.
Hold it!
The uniform, was that from the fixer too? Uh-huh, sure was. Heard he was selling on one of the guards. Had the guy swap it from a pal's locker. Remember you wearing it when you were crawling through the tunnel? Nope. Would've got dirt on it. Had to hold on to it till I got to the holding cell. Once I was out of there and all dressed up, opening the cell door should have been a piece of cake. There we go, I think. Freedom beckons, and then the furball here jumps up at me. It should be the moment captured on camera. I see. I'd be grateful if we could add that to your testimony. Once I was out of the tunnel and all dressed up, opening the cell door should have been a piece of cake. But then this little guy just had to come right after me.
Hold it!
Oh, the cell door should have been a piece of cake? Oh, you got the key, huh? Sure, anything seems easier than dragging yourself through a hole in the ground. And you're familiar with the layout of the detention center, even though you live in a prison. Why wouldn't I be? It ain't like I've never been there before. If he's familiar with the detention center, then he'd surely be aware. But unlike the doors in the main prison, the holding cell doors are locked with actual keys. And I'm sure Mr. Carcerato would have needed that particular piece of evidence to make escape.
Objection!
You claim that leaving the holding cell would have been a piece of cake, as you put it. Yeah, you got a problem with that? Because we can make it a problem if you catch my drift. Even once you had reached that cell, you still had another door to contend with. How exactly did you plan on opening it? Mr. Carcerato, I posit that leaving the cell would have been a piece of cake only because you had the key. I don't got no stinking key. I didn't need one. It was a piece of cake because the door was open. I walked right out.
Objection!
Yes, I suppose Knight's cell was vacant, but at the point, there would have been no reason to lock it. And it was indeed unlocked when I went to examine it for myself. So perhaps when you'd finally succeeded today, it truly was unlocked because it was after the murder. But you had attempted to escape previously. Yeah, the security footage shows when you tried and failed because Teddy caught you. Which was during the circus performance before the body was discovered. The holding cell was still locked at the time because no one knew that Knight had been killed yet. Therefore, you must have had the key to his cell on you. Without it, your escape would not have been possible. Oh, are you saying? Could he really have? I believe he could, yes. The theft of the keys was, in fact, perpetrated by none other than... Mr. Carcerato. He's the one who attacked the guard. But not just the guard, Knight too! All to gain possession of the guard's keys. It wasn't me, you lousy bum. I didn't even know this Knight guy.
Objection!
After you stole the keys, you went back to your cell to avoid suspicion. And then you waited for the perfect moment to escape, a moment when the prison would be almost deserted. That's right, the moment of the show was just before the discovery of the body. Unluckily for you, the particular attempt was thwarted by your furry friend. Says who, huh? You got proof, genius? This ain't your win yet, nuh-uh. Knight knocked the guard off her account, and everybody knows it.
Objection!
Don't play games with me. Knight was as much as a victim as the guard in this case. As a matter of fact, I have proof that Knight had been attacked in his cell. Wiped floor.
Take that!
We found traces of Knight's blood on the clearly wiped floor of his cell. What could possibly explain such a thing other than him having been attacked? And it was you who attacked him. You ambushed the both of them and stole the keys. Rah! Why I oughta... What's with you, huh? The newspaper wiped that blood up good. Ain't no way you should have found it. Okay, but why did you think you had to wipe it up anyway? If they checked Knight in the guard's hands, they would have seen that these two never came to blows. But that blood will give up the whole game. Ain't no way they don't figure where there was a third man in the ring. Plus, once they started sniffing around on the floor, they'd have found the tunnel in a heartbeat. So you wiped out the blood to buy yourself a little more time so you could wait for a better opportunity. Sadly, the opportunity you sought wasn't good enough to get you clear of the prison, it seems. Now, hand over the keys. Ow. Right in the kisser! Oh no! KO'd by a lousy stinking bomb. Fine, you want keys? Here, I'll help you choke on him.
Overruled.
Wait a moment, if Mr. Coserato here had the keys... Indeed, Your Honor. Your theory relies on not having used the keys he allegedly stole to escape his cell. That was the only way he would have been able to enter Mr. Saint's cage and be moved to the workshop. Unfortunately for you, we now know that that theory cannot possibly be true. Hey! No! This changes things up a bit, yeah? Not the only person who could have moved Knight's body is the one person who knew about that tunnel. No, you gotta be freaking... Mr. Carcerato, you're under arrest. Come quietly now, pal. Wait, you got the wrong guy. I didn't do nothing. Alright, fine. I knocked those two chumps up and I stole the keys. But after that, I went right back to my cell and waited for my moment. Next time I went to Knight's cell, there was nobody around. And I mean nobody. Plus, his body was found in the pork shop. You think I just managed my way in there or something? I couldn't even have gotten out of my cell. Indeed, you only had the key to Knight's cell. You couldn't have left your own cell back in the prison. But Mr. Cadis's dog could. What? It was not you, but Telmet who moved the body from your cell to the workshop. I get it now. You're saying he wasn't the only con in this conspiracy. Indeed, one can easily imagine that Mr. Carcerato and Mr. Cadis might have worked together. Mr. Carcerato could have killed Knight and dragged him back to his cell. And then Mr. Cadis's dog took him from there to the workshop. There are no restrictions on the animal's movements within the prison. Movement between the detention center and the prison proper, however, is tightly controlled. There was only one possible route, and only you could have taken advantage of it, Mr. Carcerato. How can you be so sure, huh? Maybe there's more of it and you just don't know. Something tells me that digging even a single tunnel was arduous enough. You got that right. You tried scraping more than one hole in the dirt with a spoon. Lucky for me, I didn't have to dig the whole way. Somebody already did a bunch of work for me. Wait, what? You didn't dig the entire tunnel yourself? Nope. Found it when they put me in that cell. Ran all the way from there to the well in the yard already. Oh. Ah! That hole in the yard! Even looked down the well to check it from there. It was the same tunnel, alright. I just made good on what somebody else already started. How deep does that lack of security go, for real? Then what was the original tunnel for? Who knows? You're the one with all the answers, pal. Maybe somebody else tried to break out? Ooh, or maybe the animals dug it. Like to get water from the well or something. I've heard of more plausible scenarios than that in B-grade movies, Kay. Yeah, the locked well. Well's dry, kid. Ain't no water to be had down there. Though, come to think of it. A smell. Yeah, always smelled kinda nice down there. Like sweet smell? I don't know. Smelled sort of like dessert, I guess. Yeah, we keep bringing that up, actually. A sweet scent. That sounds very familiar. Night had a sweet scent. Where did we come across a sweet scent before?
Take that!
Detective Gumshoe noticed a sweet smell when we were examining Knight's body. With the help of a police dog, we followed the scent of the body and traced its route back to the prison. And that, Mr. Carcerato, was how we found your tunnel. Could that same sweet scent be what you noticed coming from the well? Very clever, Mr. Edgeworth. You mean to suggest that this is evidence of the body having been moved through the tunnel? I do. Furthermore, Mr. Carcerato, you are the only person who could have done it. Nobody else had access. You have our thanks, Mr. Carcerato. Truly. Finally, the truth comes into view. Now unburden yourself. It is time. Confess your role in this tragic incident. What? You ain't pinning this on me? I'm glad to see that we are finally in agreement, Your Honor. Oh, if only we were, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Carcerato may have been an accomplice, but not of Mr. Caney's. No, he was working with Mr. Knight.
Hold it!
What do you mean? I do not believe that he moved Mr. Knight's body. Instead, I believe that he lent Mr. Knight the use of the keys he stole. You gotta be kidding me! Granted, it seems likely that he attacked Mr. Knight, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Mr. Knight was knocked unconscious as a result. And what if he wasn't? What if he and Mr. Carcerato had reached a certain agreement? What kind of agreement exactly? Mr. Knight was plotting an escape for which he required a means of leaving his cell. And here was that precise means, in the form keys Mr. Carcerato had just stolen from the guard. Mr. Carcerato himself would need to pass through Mr. Knight's cell in order to effect his own escape. Mr. Knight needed only to shout and alert the guards, and Mr. Carcerato's plan would be ruined. And so, the two struck a deal. The only striking I do is with my fist. My, still you deny it? So, we were agreeing that we still disagreed? Mr. Knight had Mr. Carcerato unlock his cell so that when Mr. Saint arrived, he could escape into the cage. Mr. Saint was then able to move into the prison proper, just as planned. Aha! And then he took Mr. Knight to the workshop and did the dirty deed.
Objection!
Another of you listening. The scent of Knight's body proves that he was taken through the tunnel. He was moved from the cell to the... Perhaps you would let me finish, Mr. Edgeworth. Then what are you driving at? Is this a trick question? As you say, Mr. Edgeworth, the sweet scent shows the route the body took. However, it did not enter the tunnel from Mr. Knight's cell. Then how did it get down there? There is another possibility, one you seem to have overlooked. The well in the yard. Could a body not have entered the tunnel from there? The well in the yard? Oh yeah, that thing! Mr. Saint did not take the cage to the workshop, he took it outside. There he killed Mr. Knight. And threw his body down the well. Puset! Like, wouldn't he have, like, broken bones if he, like, dropped it like that? Mr. Cadis' dog then dragged Mr. Knight's body here to his owner's cell from the bottom of the well. On that note, I would ask you to recall something. What was happening in the yard at the approximate time of the body's discovery? Dude, I don't freaking know! Circus! The circus show, right? Regina and Simeon were performing with everyone. Wait, Simeon? Ah! Indeed. And so you see how it must also have been him who disposed of the body. Judge Gavel is a truly formidable opponent. She so effortlessly adjusted her theory to fit the facts. I propose that Mr. Knight was taken to the yard, not the workshop. And as we have established, Mr. Saint was off stage for 15 minutes. Ample time to throw the body down the well. I am sure you will agree.
Objection!
Your deduction is impressive, Your Honor. However, even supposing that Knight's body was indeed thrown down the well, we cannot conclusively say that it was during the show. It could have happened at a different time. My sympathies, Mr. Edgeworth, it simply could not have. Mr. Carcerato was using the tunnel at around the time the show began. Mr. Carcerato, did you happen to trip over a corpse while you were down there? No, place was clean. If the body had been at the bottom of the well before the show began, Mr. Carcerato would have seen it. However, he saw no such thing. What? Which makes it somewhat difficult to support your theory. Furthermore, Mr. Knight's body was discovered in the workshop after the show. In summary, the body must have been thrown down the well and moved to the workshop. Can we, like, I don't know, man. Can we have, like, a nap time break, Gavel? I'm so tired. At some point during the show. Who else could have done that but Mr. Saint? I don't know, man. Your mom. What do you do, Mr. Edgeworth? If the body did indeed enter the tunnel from the well, things don't look good for Mr. Saint. Still. Your Honor, your theory is still just that, a theory. And I posit that you lack the evidence to back it up. I concede that. For the moment, I do not. I suggest that we investigate the yard again. Very well. May the goddess of justice go with you. Oh my god, really? Are we doing something now? Now then. To the yard, perhaps we can finally put this case to rest. Oh my god, are we gonna go latter? Kochak! What's that sound? Is there a fire? Did somebody else escape? Should we maybe skip town too? Darlings, please! There's nothing to be alarmed about. By which I mean, that's not an alarm. It's a dinner bell. Oh, look at this. So cute. Although I suppose it is rather alarming if you aren't used to it. It certainly scared the heck out of me. I'm so sorry, sweet pea. I hope you can forgive us. Alright, you two. Back to your post. Chop chop. And as for you, Rocco Carcerato, it's time you went back to your room. Yeah, fine. I get the picture. Come on, Teddy. We're out of here. Warden Laguarde, we'd like to take one more look around the yard now. Oh, darlings, don't you have homes of your own to go to? Visiting hours are over, I'm afraid. Tomorrow, No, it's imperative that we investigate it right away. I think we've had quite enough excitement for one day, don't you? Murderers, escapees, so eventful. It's time our guests went home to Biddy Byes, isn't it? Yes, it is. Ugh. Come on now, darling. Don't make me bore you with all that I am the warden, this is an order nonsense. Warden Laguarde is right. Her word is law here, and we must respect her wishes. Mr. Edgeworth, your investigation of the yard will have to wait until tomorrow. You may keep your badge for now. The matter of your standing can wait. I bid you all good day. Even she wants to go to bed. Case is fun. It's just that I think my sleep hours have been like shifted real bad. What are you waiting for, kittykins? Off you go. Fine, at least there is a tomorrow for me. Judge Cavell believes that Knight's body was dropped down the well and then taken through Mr. Carcerato's cell to the workshop. But is that truly the case? Do the facts really support her theory? She also seems to believe Mrs. Saint had to be the one to move the body. But was he really the only one with the opportunity to do so? Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, tomorrow's another day. Like, during the day, too, last time we streamed the game, we even streamed for like 7.5 hours, and it was like no big deal, right? Yes, we will. I think, like, yeah, the investigation cases are just, like, made to be, like, done slowly, you get it? I will prove that Mr. Saint is innocent beyond a shadow of a doubt. Alright. Save progress. Yeah, it's a lot of bait and switch. I think I'm gonna stop now. I feel like if we continue, it's gonna take like another like 2 or 3 hours. So yeah, how's your tummy? Better? Yeah, it's really good actually. Thank you so much, guys. Ooh. Woo, 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 woo. And I think that's it for today's Ace Attorney. Anjing, salah pencet. Okay. The music is really loud. Okay. Suddenly you don't want to sleep. No, actually, I want to go to sleep. Okay, and maybe we can. Okay, actually, wait, hold on. Because it's late night, we should make it smaller. Okay, there we go. We are going to read some super chats. Actually, last week we haven't read the super chats, so we're gonna read the supers from last week and this week as well. And give me a second. Hold on. The problem is you have to remember everything when you pick it up again. Well, I guess like as long as we finish in like proper moments, it should be fine. Like the correct to be continued points, I think it should be fine. Yes, anyways, we're reading super chat from part 3. We have, it's fine, what a busy day. I finally have some time to send a proper SC. Happy 5th anniversary reading and congrats on the new outfit. Thank you. Yuri Rafael, congrats on the new outfit, Rainy. You've become even more cute, beautiful, and charming. Thanks for always surprising us with marakyats wonderfully. Thank you. Let me drink a bit. I feel like it's not hard to follow what's happening so far. I like this case in particular. So fun. Many animals. Yes. Read a file. Reread this. Congrats on your outfit. You've become much more cute, beautiful, and charming. Thanks for always surprising us miraculously wonderfully. Thank you. With non-square pixels. Happy anniversary. If only the restaurant knew about the occasion, they wouldn't dare to cancel. Oh, jeez. Food issue. Yeah, I remember that. I hope the next food order finds you well. Sloth of Shadows. Gavel reminds me of Rhea from Fire Emblem. Yes, that's true actually. I forgot her name, so I searched Fire Emblem 3 has Church Queen, and the AI summer was like, well, actually, there is no Church Queen. Shut up, AI. She's in the church that she slays. She's a Church Queen. Real. We have Anton M. Convicts. We have Sloth of Shadow Band. I did an Indonesian course to prepare for my trip, and all the speakers in the course said teh, just like how you say tete atete. As a good student, I dutifully copied it, their pronunciation. Yes. We have Ziply. Thank you so much for the Akasupa. Thank you. Happy 5th anniversary, Rainy. Thank you for another year of comfy gaming, blessed singing, and slightly cursed stories. Work has kept me busy, but your streams have helped me push through. It means a lot to me. P.S. Your new drip slays. Thank you. It's also on sale. Let's go. We have temporary. Eustace is like Wesley Crusher from Star Trek. Oh, I don't Star Trek. Really? Reminds me of a Chewbacca though. We have Sloth of Shadowband. Winner is absolutely so much like a 6-year-old rambling on and on, trying to tell someone a story, and every time he stops making sense, his mom Gavel steps in to explain what he means and get him back on track. Yeah. Yes. I don't think they're that similar other than being annoying. Really? That's Star Wars, yeah. I only know Star Wars. I don't do Star Trek. Happy 5th anniversary. Thank you, Ethan. Yay. Merry Christmas. And also, we have Anton M. Wiener's memory is as tiny as his prosecutor's badge. And Sloth of Shadowband. I'm pretty sure I've seen an episode of a mystery show where the murderer beat the victim to death with a frozen leg of a lamb, then ate it to get rid of the evidence. Wait, that actually sounds familiar. What is that? That actually sounds kind of familiar. Yeah, what is it? We have Snyder Peanuts. Thank you for this packed Saturday. I miss listening to your karaoke. The outfit is so fire. I can't wait to match you with the merch. Your teacher was lovely and you killed it at RFA. Once again, happy 5th anniversary. Yay! And Violet Gelato, thank you so much for the Akasupa. Thank you. Happy 5th anniversary, Rainy. Thanks for the full day of fun streams. It was a fantastic companion at work. The karaoke was a banger and your new outfit looks so nice. After the long straight hair and glasses look, hope next year is even better than this one. Yay! We had meat on the bone and now we have Chisel and the dog. Chisel and the Dog is such a catchy, like it sounds like a song title if you know. You see my vision, right? It does sound like a weird, like a song title, like of like an indie band or something. Chisel and the Dog. Yeah, or like a band name. Even. Like a band name even. Anyways, we have Anton M. Otsu Convicts. 7 streams a day is crazy. Yay. And South of Shadow Band, thank you so much for the Akasupa. Thanks so much for all the anniversary streams. It was a really fun program to close out a really fun year. I loved how much yapping we got and loved the new outfit. Tomorrow year 6 begins. Looking forward to another great year with you and the Marakyats. Thank you. And we have Night Raiden. Happy anniversary. Thank you for always being source of my happiness. And thanks for this today all day stream. Thank you so much. That was the super chats from the anniversary Ace Attorney. Thank you. I really appreciate it. My throat is kind of sore. I think it's because I ate too much snacks. You need to figure it out. Chisel and the Dog. And now we're gonna read super chats from today's Ace Attorney. Thank you so much. We have It's Fine. We have Ziply. Yes. We have Gin Izuru. That was a real elephant too. Thank you. And Blue Supers from Nicholas M. Soul Shadows, Night Raiden, Asteris, Valley Gelato. And then we also have Anton M. Oh no, she smooshed Foobs right in the kisser. Yes, all the shadows. Laguarde strikes me as someone who would rather be working at the circus with Regina, but she does this prison warden thing for their retirement benefits and just tries to make it interesting by filling the place with animals. I love animals, so I really like this particular case. Yay. Right in the kisser. So cute. We have Anton M. Judge is his baldness, so Gavel is her hotness. I guess. Could be. Do you know PvZ? What, like Plants vs. Zombies? What are you talking about? And Anton M. Spent 4 hours setting up the Quest 3 just to play Alex for an hour. It was no small feat, but for someone who never been in VR before, it was incredible. I hope you enjoyed it. How was it? Nice. The animals part is a good idea. The complete failure of security though, it was so funny. Like how could like all these people get away with this, and like the fact that we did not even realize there was a hole. It's insane. Like what do you mean? We're just like, are we even trying to be thorough, you know? I like the animals. But I guess that's it. Thank you so much for today. Yay. Thank you very much for your attention. We're gonna have to wait a little bit until the next Ace Attorney. I hope you guys have a great holidays. Merry Christmas in advance. You guys will still see me on Monday though, don't worry. Alright, have a great weekend guys. Salam Rockets everybody. And bye bye.